it's Gab, and I'm reviewing Nightcrawler, which premiered at the Toronto International Film Festival last month, and it's opening on, somewhat fittingly, Halloween. Nightcrawler is a somewhat derogatory term that is used for those crime scene chasers who show up at a random crime scene or accident scene and get footage on tape and sell to the highest bidder for the local news. As they say, if it bleeds, it leads. And it's somewhat a seedy bunch of people, but they use this term Nightcrawler to refer to themselves. And of course, Nightcrawlers are known as worms that come out at night. So that'll give you some indication. It's about Jake Gyllenhaal, who's in almost every shot, let alone every scene, who falls into this life somewhat accidentally. He's an odd, petty criminal, very driven in a somewhat misguided way, young man who's looking for a career, an image, a way to make money and also make an impact in his own mind, if nothing else, in some great way, something to apply himself to his bizarre work ethic. And he stumbles into this world. He gets very good at it very quickly, to the point where he actually becomes somewhat intertwined and involved, if not instigating, some of the crime and mayhem that he captures for a specific news channel, run by Renee Russo, an excellent role for her. Great to see her again as his sort of business associate who he goes back and forth with over this footage. Both of them have a very sort of morally corrupt desire for the seedy underbelly caught on film, and so of course various moral issues, media related, are involved in the storyline. Nothing original per se, but very timely. The main thing is Jake Gyllenhaal's performance. As this character, he is haunting, he's magnetic, he's electrifying. He lost quite a bit of weight for this role, and he looks somewhat, not emaciated, but hungry, almost predatory, and yet those big baby eyes of his and that 100-watt smile really can throw you off as well. I mean, he can flip his attitude and his mood on a dime, and so you're, as an audience, you're sympathizing with him, or you want to, but he's a very disturbing character, which is only hinted at. It's not shown overtly, which I really appreciate. It's left somewhat to your imagination just how disturbed he is. But he's also somewhat of a savant, highly intelligent, an adaptable chameleon who it's very hard to tell if he's patronizing those around him or just in a sick way trying to fit in and be one of them, and you never quite get a footing on that as well. But he does end up manipulating people and getting what he wants in a fascinating, often funny and disturbing way. To me, he was like a cross between Patrick Bateman and Rain Man. A very interesting character, and you can't really imagine any other actor playing him, which is, I think, the highest compliment you can give an actor. Between Zodiac and more recently Prisoners and now Nightcrawler, Jake Gyllenhaal has this great ability and look for these very sort of gray area characters in unusual situations that you can somewhat be drawn into and yet are puzzled by, and it keeps you fascinated, as obviously I was. The storyline itself is quite entertaining and interesting, as is the way it was shot. This film is from the producers of Drive, and you definitely get that Drive feel, or to Live and Die in LA, the seedy underbelly of LA, which is always cinematic and entertaining. So it's a very visceral experience. It's very interesting and entertaining. Some shocking moments, as I say, some humor, and just an all-around great package. It's gotten a lot of acclaim leading up to its release, and I definitely recommend Nightcrawler, preferably on the big screen, and it gives food for thought afterwards, again, as I alluded to, the moral implications of some of what goes on, and also just thinking about, reflecting on the character of Lou as well. I think he's one of those classic characters. I almost would like a sequel. So obviously I'm recommending Nightcrawler. I give it 4 out of 5 Gabs. Thanks for watching. Oh, and Bill Paxton has a great supporting role as well. He's always great. So that's just another icing on the cake. Nightcrawler, 4 out of 5 Gabs. Thanks for watching.